it's your boy Race Boss here, and today we are going to be playing My Career. If you were on the earlier stream, then you might have noticed because I think I simulated the game and now we're losing. So right now I'm gonna restart that whole thing. All I do is just close the application. Hopefully it did not save anything like the game itself, because I mean then we're gonna lose for sure.
Here we go. My first NBA game.
Okay, good. Okay,
this is
stop
something I've been waiting for my entire life.
And
to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. But I know this is where I belong. So I just gotta get out there and do what I was born to do. I hope I can make my family proud.
I actually wonder at which point in the game can you ask for a transfer request. Because the funny part will be if I go to Cleveland Cavaliers and then they don't have LeBron James and all that stuff. I mean, look, bro, I didn't have a Cavaliers tattoo. You should have noticed that and put me in Cleveland Cavaliers. I would go for Cleveland Cavaliers or Toronto Raptors, okay? Like Toronto Raptors, not that bad this season. Yo, they even beat Golden State last Saturday.
And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. You can feel the energy here in the BMO Harris Bradley Center. The Bucks looking to please their fans in this Eastern Conference matchup. First chance here in their inaugural game of the season to go up against New York.
And they were unbeaten against this club last season. Not surprising considering...
Fulfillment of a lifelong dream, a special individual taking to the hardwood as we'll get to watch the first official NBA appearance from Freak.
You know, he's a great young player and even a better young man. So personally, I couldn't be happier for him. I know he's thinking about the game, but I hope he's able to take a moment to just enjoy this accomplishment.
Well said, and I hope so too. I mean, as a player, you want to stay even-keeled, but it's almost impossible. I mean, there's just so much that you've gone through to reach this point. It has to be emotional.
Roten kicks to Williams. Buries it from three-point range.
We're losing by 7
Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there. Here's on to Tacumbo.
You passed me, I could have made that.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Well, earlier we sat down with Freak and asked him about playing in his first NBA game. You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective for most rookies, do you?
You really don't, Kevin. I mean, I really like his approach to the game. What remains to be seen, though, is will that translate to consistent production on the court?
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
Well, they've dictated tempo with their defense and been able to force some turnovers.
Yeah, and you know, they've also done a good job, Greg, on their end of the floor by not throwing the ball away.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Knicks. We've got Kyle O'Quinn. Thomas is out there with Williams. Then there's Calderon, and it's Roten in at the 2 spot.
So much.
And you know, you hear everybody talking about Giannis's potential. I mean, look at the athleticism coupled with his measurables. I mean, that is just off the charts.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Bucks trail by 9. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Here's Henson, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Bucks ball timeout. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And that does it for the first half of play. now the third quarter about to get going. A different look for Milwaukee. Freak comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Vasquez in for Michael Carter-Williams. The dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Freak is out there with Vasquez. And it's Monroe in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. For New York, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
And that one's good. And it's 9 points for Aaron Aflalo.
Guys, this doesn't look like the same team defensively we saw in the first half. I mean, they're flat as day-old pop.
Vasquez passes to Freak. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter.
Move the ball.
The 18-footer is right on the mark. Freak gets the bucket. In a moment to celebrate here. Those are his first official points as an NBA player. Now here's Calderon, guarded by Vasquez. Now here's Calderon. He has 6 on the run, but he made the adjustment. Calderon's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here. That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum. Oh, tight defense being played right there. Got right up on him and forced the miss.
Textbook work. Close enough to bother the shot. Good challenge, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
Last season ended with the Knicks pretty much packing it in, but Clark, it didn't start out that way.
You know what? Not at all. I mean, the Knicks were picked by many, Kevin, to be a playoff team last season. Clearly, things did not go as planned.
Second chance shot. It's Lopez laying it in.
Oh my God, how am I supposed to go?
Or to just battle for that lottery.
4 on 3 as they bring it up. 1:09 left in the third quarter of the game. And it's Freak missing. The Knicks leading by 17.
You know, kind of packing it in for the sake of being better in the future can possibly work in New York for a year or two, but not longer than that. The media will eat you up there if you don't start making some progress towards winning, pleasing basketball.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Plumlee is checked in for Monroe. Henson comes in for Jabari Parker. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Vasquez. Clock at 4. Here's O'Quinn. No good off the front iron. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. 34 seconds left to play here in the third. Henson with the screen. No good. So New York will take it the other way. And here's a follow for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Pass, man. Boy,
Here's Bayless. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And the Bucks miss again.
You could have passed.
Aflalo.
That's it.
No good trying to beat the buzzer.
I don't get. We're losing by 7.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Bucks trail by 17, and on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Lance Thomas out there with Derek Williams. Then there's Aflalo. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Roten in at the 1 spot.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Thomas kicks to O'Quinn. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
If you pass, bro, I can make it.
And here's Vasquez.
Can you not pass?
Freak. It's off. So no problem for New York as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Oh, yes, that's it.
Kevin, thank you, and now we get a chance to check out our Jordan Player of the Game. What are your thoughts, Ken?
He put on such a well-rounded display offensively. He knew exactly what he wanted to do to break down the defense. Even when they made adjustments on him, he adapted. He said, okay, I can handle it. I'll step aside, do something different.
Well, he showed us just how good he can.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.
This was not how I was supposed to go. Just gonna shoot around. Then we can make it in from here and hit it also. Bro, what? This is already game 4?
I'm coming home. New York City, baby. I'll be honest.
What?
Pretty excited. Mama, Pop,
Where is
Cece.
Milwaukee?
Yeah, they're gonna be there. Playing in front of them in the NBA uniform for the first time is gonna be a special moment for me.
Oh wait, no.
Now I know all of Harlem's gonna be watching.
Brooklyn
No pressure,
is in
right?
New York, so that's
all
my
good,
first
though.
game back in New York.
I've been waiting for this my
Guess
entire
New
life.
York is where
Now
it
be
is,
ready.
They haven't from Canada. you can't sing the Canadian anthem, bro.
Hello and thanks for joining us, 2K Sports fans, for another exciting presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. In for Lopez. Robinson comes in for Young. Bogdanovich is checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Jarrett Jack. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Plumlee out there with Mayo. Then there's Monroe. And it's Bayless in at the point.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Milwaukee the rebound. Here's Freak. Rebounded by Kilpatrick.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Sloan shot is off. Bucks trail by 7.
You know, the Nets really kind of drifted along for the first part of last season, treaded water, but after the All-Star break, they stepped on the gas, put themselves right back in the playoff picture. Agility leads to thievery there as he got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
As you mentioned, the Nets were great after the break, had the third best record post All-Star break in the East.
Yeah, and how about winning 13 of their first 22 after the break? And sometimes with a new coach and system, it takes a while to kind of figure things out. And that seemed to be the case with the Nets last year.
The Bucks have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. And a wide open look for Freak. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Freak's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Sloan. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Clock at 6. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason.
Milwaukee. Nets leading by 9. We've got Bogdanovich. Brook Lopez is out there with Young. Then it's Jarrett Jack. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 2 guard. So that's the Nets 5. Antetokounmpo up top. Now here's Freak. Shot from the top of the key. The rebound by Brook Lopez. The Nets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far.
And Brook Lopez, guys, started the season as the starting center for the Nets last year, but it didn't end up that way.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Here's Jack. 11 points for him in that last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. And he cuts it down.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in it. And he has been that leader today.
I
think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
You know, well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about the knees, my man. He looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. Jack's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Boy, pass.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's covered closely.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Lopez sets a screen for Jack. He feeds it to Young. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Freak.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Parker with the steal. Carter Williams dishes to Antetokounmpo. And it's Freak missing.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And guys, looking at Jared Jack, one word comes to mind: professional. I mean, he's as solid as they come. Tough, capable, experienced.
Wow, that's
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. It's the Nets
by
up
11
11.
points.
And we'll be back for the second.
If we really need to transfer, bro, I cannot play with this team. This is the worst team in the NBA, I guarantee.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly
Substitution on the court.
We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the fourth. On the court for the Bucks. Freak in its small forward. Mayo out there with Vasquez. Then it's Plumlee, and it's Monroe in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Jared Jack.
Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so he drops them both. It's a 9-point ball game here.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. Some good company.
Kevin, we have
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan player of the game.
He shot over 50% from the field in the game, a testament to how hard he worked to always find the best look possible. He was in constant motion. He found those gaps in the D and made the most of his open looks.
Well, just look at his assists. I mean, that tells the story for the game right there. He was seeing.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
Honestly. Oh, it's my friend.
What a life, eh, freak? 1 minute you're playing 21 and horse on the courts in Harlem, and the next moment you're in the showroom, configuring the gunmetal and graphite exterior of your luxury car and your iPad mini. Oh, I bet you get a crazy crowd when you drive that car around the block in the old neighborhood, huh?
Yeah, living the dream. Bad pandemonium, but folks from back around the way are real proud of him.
Yeah, I hear you. Local kid makes good. You know, it kind of reminds me of when I took my tech stock public and I rang the New York Stock Exchange bell, and my mom's friends called her up and said, "Maggie, is that your son on Bloomberg News this morning ringing the bell?" And my mom says, "Yes, sirree, Bob, it was him." That was a great moment, freak. And you know, our lives, like a pearl necklace of great moments, all strung together with the finest silk thread of memories. And we have to be very careful how we cultivate those pearls and we thread that necklace.
Does this meeting by any chance have to do with Vic Van Leer?
I grew up in the burbs, freak. I wasn't poor, upper middle class, comfortable. My daddy worked as an accountant for one of the largest insurance firms in the country. Smart with his money. Mom didn't have to work. I went to boarding school. And my dad died of a heart attack when I was a freshman at MIT. I was a movie geek, wanted to be a civil engineer, but I made my fortune by becoming a hybrid of both those interests. My dad didn't want me to be an accountant. Oh, listen to this. My best friend was a guy named Isidore. Yeah, we called him Izzy. He was one of the smartest human beings I have ever met in my life. I mean, Izzy was taking second-year college calculus courses as a high school sophomore, right? Straight-A student, full ride to MIT. Izzy had the world at his fingertips. But he was always looking for trouble, and trouble found him. He ran with the wrong crowd. And when we got to MIT, he got this great job working for a financial consulting firm in Boston. But every weekend, he would fly to Vegas. You see, Izzy had a system for counting cards in Vegas that had the big casinos on the Strip. Oh, stymied! He would come back to MIT with suitcases filled with $200,000 in cold cash.
What?
Yeah.
So your man Izzy was getting hit off like that?
Like a fat rat in a cheddar cheese factory, freak.
Okay, so what happened to this dude Izzy? Because he's dope.
No, not dope. Dead. After he'd been missing for 3 weeks, the Nevada State Police never found hide nor hair of Isidore. And our friendship took a hit when he asked me to hang out with him in Vegas, and I said I wouldn't do it. Because I knew he was on a dark and twisted path in his life, and yes, he was my dude. But no way was I gonna throw my life away trying to show my loyalty to a guy who really and truly didn't understand what loyalty was all about.
So this meeting is about Vic.
Correctamente.
Okay, well, sir, Vic isn't Izzy.
And why's that, freak?
Well, for one thing, you and your dead friend Izzy didn't grow up poor. Me and Vic grew up in a neighborhood where we had to look over our shoulder every 2 seconds to make sure nobody was going to walk up on us and rob us.
True. Izzy and I did not grow up in the hood. But we, like you, thankfully grew up in a 2-parent household. But even that wasn't enough for Izzy. He wasn't satisfied. He was always looking for a 5-alarm fire when he already had the warmth and comfort of a loving family. This is not about class warfare, freak. This is about the consequences of making bad choices and risking it all when you feel like you have nothing to lose.
Vic is like a brother to me, sir.
But you shouldn't be Brother Vic's keeper, freak. Would a brother go looking for trouble and put your career and your livelihood at risk by getting into fights at nightclubs and seedy after-hour joints and then scream to the media, "Yeah, it's all good, I'm an FOF, friendo freak. It's all misunderstanding. Y'all be haters, don't hate my game." I don't think a brother would do that to someone they really cared about, but a guy who looked at you like a meal ticket would.
No. See, you don't understand Vic.
Really? I don't understand.
No.
Look, man, it was a misunderstanding with the guy in the next VIP booth. His honey started flirting with me. So naturally, I started flirting back. Next thing I know, Captain Cornball's off my grill piece beefing. Next thing he know, he got a
I think the friend that goes twisted all the time.
Hey, I don't know who hit him. And it damn sure wasn't me. Hey, Captain Cornball's mad because I'm an FOF, friend of freak. Hey, well, check this out, though. He needs to train that hottie before he leave the house, though. Yo, he's hotties ain't loyal, man.
What's there to understand? Are you freaking blind? You know, I just want to know, how much did you pay your lawyers to make all this go away?
Almost $100,000.
Excuse me, son, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I said I paid almost $100,000.
Exactly. And if you keep riding shotgun with Vic, you're gonna go broke. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Look, Vic is my friend, and I grew up with him. How many times I gotta tell you, sir?
Freak, this is not a request. I am not asking you to do this. I am telling you to do this. And the first order of business is that Mr. Vic Van Leer is banned from traveling with you on the road. Vic is banned from the locker room. And Vic is banned from this arena. And if I catch this guy, Vic, in or anywhere near the facilities, Mr. Vic Van Leer will be arrested for trespassing.
Are you serious, sir?
Brother, I'm as serious as cancer. We all know that can be deadly.
No. Me and Vic were kids, playing summer tournaments at the Dome. We always imagined making it to the pros. And after the crowds left, just a street light was on the court, like 11:30, 12 midnight, even 1 in the morning sometimes. We used to practice player introductions, running on the court, giving dab high-fiving the teammates. Vic, he would act as an announcer. You know, he would introduce. Voltron would flash my image like a little guy dressed in long shorts and a jersey. And now, fresh off his 3-game, 62-point scoring streak, the youngest player to ever do so in NBA history, Frequency Vibrations. So me and Vic would sit in those empty bleachers at the Dome and dream like nobody's business. And now I'm living a dream. For real. And in so many ways, Vic was part of that.
Please, listen to me. I mean, I know this guy's your dude from way back.
Look, me and Vic go way back like the front seats of a 67 Cadillac.
That's good. We go way back. Did you say front seats?
Front seats of a 67 Cadillac.
We go way back like the front seats of a 67 Cadillac. Well, do you have any crickets? I'm gonna be the hit once again at Herbie Allen's Sun Valley Shindig because my fellow billionaires love it when I walk and talk that talk.
So that almost sounds...
No, let me tell you exactly what it sounds like. I respect, admire, and most importantly, love you as a human being and a role model. But I pay you a lot. And I mean, I pay you a lot of money to play for my team. And I am in this game to win it. And you can't win it with an albatross around your neck like Vic. So Vic is done. History. And here's some more lingo that I picked up from a former megastar who used to play for me several seasons ago. Thought I would never release him until I did. And now he's the sixth man on a struggling team in Venice. And yeah, I'm talking Venice with the canals and the gondolas and Harry's bar, not the street ballers next to the fortune tellers on the beach in Cali. This guy used to tell me when he thought there was a player destroying our team, don't be a hero, cut that zero. And that is what I am telling you about Vic, freak. Don't be a hero, cut that zero. The only thing Vic brings into your life is headache and unwanted and unnecessary negative attention. And it will begin to affect your mindset. And when it affects your mindset, it's going to affect your play. And when it affects your play, it's going to affect my team. And when it affects my team, it's going to affect my money. And if it affects my money, Google Translate will become your new freaking friend. I want a championship ring, freak, and I want you to help me get that ring. And banners after banners hanging from the rafters in this arena. So, freak, hear me clearly and hear me good. V, G, Vic, gotta go!
Bruh, I'm asking for a transfer
Handle
immediately.
Business. And remember, that contract you signed contains a morality clause, a very important clause that revolves around your conduct on and off the court, and how it can negatively impact my team. Now, I don't want you to have to learn Italian or Croatian as a second language. And hey, playing pro ball overseas, there's nothing wrong with that. But the arenas are nothing like this, nor will the money be the same. And on top of all of that, this is the US of A, the greatest freaking country in the world.
Bro, Canada's better, bro, because you guys have Donald Trump.
Is Vic worth all that? Think about it. Think long, think wrong.
Tell you about Vic. He has his bad rap. It's not, and I understand some of his judgments might shadow his actual character. He's not that at all. Man, Vic, let me tell you something. We have love for each other. We're brothers. Blood couldn't make us any closer at all. I mean, he has so much loyalty to me and to my family. You could see even Cece, you know, has issues with him, but he still loves her. He still loves her.
Baby, we make magic. Come home with a thug. Let's get cracking always. Well, baby, could happen. She got the back seat, just a freak in the hopped in the tray, just to let the top back and thank God for the day. Who gives a what a hater gotta say? I made a couple $1 million last year. Still in the streets, strapped with them things. She in love with a G, so she tatted my name. I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far. 10 black made backs back to back in the lane. I'ma make it rain, then I'ma make it back. You are just a lame little homie, that's a fact. Working with the police.
Big road trip coming up for the team, and it all starts tonight. If we can set the tone with the win here, it'll make a huge difference. The team's ready, and I know I'm ready. So I guess the next step is to just get out there and get it done. I feel like this one's on me, though.
I feel like after this game, I am
so time to earn my stripes.
And tomorrow I will be back at again with another stream on the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 campaign, because it is getting closer to the release of Infinite Warfare. Hopefully I have enough time to finish the whole thing. And yeah, that's it. I'm actually gonna search up how do we get the transfer. How to ask.
You'll do the knowledge to the master builder. The new millennium. Welcome, everyone, to the sold-out Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, California. It's the home of the Lakers, where we're broadcasting live today for 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA and all its great action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. With that road trip behind them, the Lakers ready to perform in front of their Los Angeles fans. Guys,
I'm actually gonna pause this. I
Coming into this game, it's been 5 consecutive losses, so confidence obviously will be a key for him tonight.
Well, in this league, the road is always tough on the team, Kevin, and anytime you get a chance to get home, you feel confident that you can stop any bleeding, and that's what this team is looking to do.
Bucks trail by 6. There's the pass to Henson. Young with the steal. A solo fast break. A pull-up. Here's Huertas. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
What a start they've gotten off to on the glass. I mean, they've come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, Clark, there's an intimidation factor, a physicality that they've brought that comes into play.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Lakers leading by 8. And it's the Lakers on the break. Young's running.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
To the inside. Freak. That's good, and so Bayless with the assist.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Offense, and here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player. Now with more and more freshmen, Clark, making the jump to the pros, we can expect to hear more stories like this, I'm sure.
Well, without question, Kevin, that's the case in the landscape that we find ourselves in. But, you know, there's something to be said for developing all 4 years in college when that's the best route for an individual player. Nowadays, I think, unfairly so, there's a ton of pressure on young guys sometimes to leave prematurely. We'll see if Freak's decision pays off for him long term.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
They've won the effort battle, and that's allowed them to control the backcourt.
And it's been gang rebounded. I mean, everybody has done a great job boxing out for him, and it's showing up on the stat sheet.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for the Lakers right now, Larry Nance out there with Nick Young. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Julius Randle. And it's Huertas in at the 1 spot. And Randle throws it down.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yep, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
Good. Clarkson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Here's Huertas, guarded by Mayo. Here's Clarkson. No good from outside.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers in their last game, a loss to the Rockets.
And that was a game where you just sensed that they would get it going and somehow be able to come out with the victory, but just not in the cards on that night.
Well, you had a little more faith in them than I did. I mean, I just never saw any signs of real life there that could be sustained.
It's like the worst game. I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to stay for it, honestly.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles.
Can I simulate the game?
And the Bucks with some changes. And here in the second.
I'm going to simulate the game, bro. Honestly. Yay, I scored 2 points. Who won? Honestly.
The only color I care about is green. Money. Now, you've certainly made some money so far, Freak, but it's time we make more money. I'm talking movies, TVs, endorsements, even your own brand Jordan sneakers.
I care about the game first, Dom. All that sounds great, but don't you think it's a little too early to be talking about all that?
Too early? LeBron was 12 years old in 6th grade when he was thinking Space Jam. It's never too early to take and make leaps.
I guess.
You guess? This isn't high school. This isn't college. This is the real world. And the real world is fueled by one thing.
Oh, money.
That's right. Money. Dollar bills, y'all. Why do you think they put presidents on them? Because that's what presides over us. I ever tell you guys about the first dollar I ever made?
No, Dom, but you're about to.
Yo, check this out. CC, this is a great story, right? So I'm 7 years old, Queens, New York, 1973. My older brother Lonzo, he's got a lemonade stand. So that summer, I'm like, Lonzo, you know, let me help out. Let me make a couple of bucks with you. He's like, all right, Dom, come on. I'll teach you the business. So I'm pouring tons of sugar. I'm squeezing the lemons. I got the lemonade stand all set up. I'm like, yo, I got this, right? So I'm watching during the course of the day. I'm noticing something Lonzo's doing. He's not charging for refills. That summer, I convinced Lonzo no more free refills, and we make $2,000 plus tips. Today, Lonzo's Lemonade is a national brand and publicly traded.
Oh, wow, that's dope.
I'm not here to impress. I'm here to improve and to assist. I'm like the Italian-American Magic Johnson, running point for Team Freak. No.
The only person running point around here will be me.
CC, look at my watch. What do you see?
Not this again. I've seen the movie.
This is diamonds and platinum. Gold, forget about it. Silver, forget about it. This is diamonds and platinum. It's power and speed. Freak, this is what you have. You are on your way to being the biggest thing in the NBA. I'm proposing now that we dominate off the court as well as on.
I can't believe I'm saying this, Freak, but Dom has a point. You've been establishing yourself on the court, and now it's time to take it off the court. Brand Jordan sneakers, I mean, the possibilities are endless.
Listen, Freak, you're gonna have to decide the legacy you want to leave. But I'm not some agent from the Yellow Pages. I'm Dom Pagnotti. I'm the man, the myth, the legend, the king, #1. I'm the best. And I'm a shark. And the Pagnotti shark is working for you. And we gotta set new goals and bigger goals, okay? I'm talking all-star game. I'm talking dunk contest. When was the last time you saw an NBA great in a dunk contest, huh? I'm talking first team All-NBA, first team All-Defensive team.
What about social media?
Yvette, great idea. Social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Let's kick it up a notch. www.freakingandvibing.com. That's right, your own website. I've already set it up for you and it's running great.
Wait, hold up.
Listen, I'm in negotiations right now on a feature that will allow viewers to watch Freak and only him and his plays during the game.
Yeah, but you set up a website without consulting me?
Yeah.
When did this happen?
Last week.
Uh-oh. Oh, this is gonna be epic.
CC, I love you, but I got no time to waste, and you're out there busy doing whatever it is you're doing.
Whatever I'm doing? You know what? I'm really sick and tired of the disrespect. This is Team Freak, not the Dom Pagnotti Italian-American opera.
Cece, calm down, all right? Dom here, he's just trying to take us to the next level.
Look, Ming Ching, I don't even know why you're here when your job is to look good and shut up.
Cece, chill.
No, I'm done chilling. Between your clown agent and your gold-digging girlfriend, I've had enough.
Gold digger?
That's the
You're the winner of the Lucky Sperm contest, and I'll have you know I am currently starting my own fashion line. I've already got model contracts from Beijing to Milan. Not to mention I graduated top of my class. Summa cum laude.
You mean thank you, Lottie?
I don't need a man to save me or provide for me, okay? I got my own. Boo.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then why has all your success and fame coincided with your relationship with my brother? I mean, if you're really on top of your game, wouldn't that have happened before y'all even met?
Right? You know what, Cece? You're just jealous. It's okay, though. Why don't you just play the background, yeah? Enjoy the ride.
Y'all both done yet?
May I continue? Now listen, as far as movie properties go, I've already got a script based upon a story of your life, Freak, okay? So guys, check out these possible titles. Freaking and Vibing, Life and Times, Volume 1. The Freak Chronicle, Freak the Fast and Furious, Part 1 does it, and this one's my favorite, Freak, you're gonna love this. He got Pagnotti.
Oh,
You love it, right?
Dom. Yeah, but look, you're the man, but you're not the man. Okay, you work for me. You have to follow my lead. I'm all for your ideas, but in due time. As for now, I want to focus on the court, and we'll discuss some of your ideas at a later date. Understood?
Yeah, we're cool in the gang, bro. That's all you had to say.
All right, good. Thank you. Vet, chill. You cannot let Cece get underneath your skin. But on the same token, you cannot go out of your way to piss her off. I don't have time to be playing peacekeeper between you two.
You know what? We need to talk about this afterwards alone.
Fine. Cece, you need to hold this together. You and I both agreed long ago that Dom was the best agent for me. He has delivered. Are his methods questionable? Is he a shark? Yes and yes. But he is our shark. He's what's best for me, which means he is what's best for all of us. Your job is to bring us balance. Manage the team, sis. We all need to be on the same page.
You're right, but blood is thicker than water.
You know, I ain't trying to hear all that. I'm not here to hold hands. I'm here to win games and achieve greatness on and off the court. But in order for that to happen, I need everybody to be on point. Essentially, get right or get gone. Yeah, I don't have time to be teaching you guys how to work together. It either starts now or I find it elsewhere. Squash?
Squashed.
Zucchini.
Mr. Dom Pagnotti. Mr. Diamond and Platinum himself. It's a love-hate relationship.
What do you think about people who see your brother as just a meal ticket?
Well, that's why I'm there.